Staying with sport, the football season is almost here again. And win or lose, it's going to be a rather special season for Sunderland Football Club at Roker Park. They've just appointed their very own artist-in-residence, who's going to paint his way through the season. Peter Sharrett's been up there to see what Sunderland have let themselves in for.
27-year-old Chris Stevens is the artist making football history. After getting a degree in fine art from Reading University, his last appointment was as part-time director of the Cheltenham Arts Centre. Now, with his pencil and acrylic paint, he has to capture the essence of Sunderland Football Club. As the players take their pre-season training at nearby Durham, Chris starts his first day's work.
I think it's going to be very important that I let people know what my job is. I mean, the people I've talked to so far have all got their own preconceived ideas, from the players who think I'm going to be painting their portraits to the fans who think I'm going to be drafting out the football programmes or painting the terraces. So, I mean, I shall try and make my work available immediately. I'm going to be putting some work up at Roker Park to let everybody see, well, that'll be the players first off, and just show that, in fact, I shall be working as an artist, a fine artist, if you like, just trying to reflect the spirit of the football club. No specific portraiture will be done or anything.
What will happen to the paintings at the end of your year here?
They will be going into an exhibition which will travel to the major footballing cities, and it'll start in Sunderland at Kilfrith.
Chris will be paid £7,000 for his year as artist-in-residence, and this will be his workplace, the Roker Park football ground here in Sunderland. As these stands here fill with the fans on match day, Chris will be amongst them, interpreting the scene. Peter Hayward, as director of this football club, much of the blame or indeed praise for what happens artistically here in the next year will fall upon your shoulders. Why have you introduced this artist?
It was an opportunity we had from the Arts Council to introduce an artist in residence at a football club, and it's unique. It's the first time it's ever happened. And this club is irretrievably linked with the local community. And I think there's a wonderful opportunity for an artist to show not only the team, but the people associated with the team.
Chris Stevens' work is described as figurative, and some of it is on show at Roker Park to give players and fans a preview of his talent.
This first painting's of a bloke called Daz, who's from Cheltenham, who I met in a bar once, and he's got very interested in my painting. Became one of my best models, in fact. And he's a friend of Mitch over here, who plays in a local band called Subject Pigfish, and is a much reformed character now. In fact, I think he's actually washed his face. This bloke here was one of the first skinheads I ever painted. He was a Chelsea supporter, a much maligned character. And again, he's grown his hair since then. It was 2 years ago, I suppose.
While the scheme is claimed to be unique in Britain, the real guinea pigs for this artistic experiment must be the manager and players. How much help are they going to give him?
Well, he'll have to fit in with us a little bit to work. I wasn't consulted on the appointment, so really I'm not going to turn our dressing rooms upside down to involve paintbrushes and easels, and because he might find that they'd put somewhere if he's not very careful with footballers. I think dressing rooms are very private places, you know, where emotions are high and low, and you know, normally we don't let anyone in there at all. But he can work and fit in with us, and I hope the lad does well, because it's something new for the club. Because I've spent 2 years getting rid of 1 or 2 artists.
Well, I think it'll be very interesting to see how it turns out, what positions he gets the players in on the field and in training whenever he comes. You know, we hope it's in the right positions where we're up front scoring. You know, not like me picking the ball out the net.
What about you, Leighton?
Well, I think you should probably get plenty of still shots of us, I think. Not too many action shots of me, is there?
Now, I'm sure you know by now that we are paying regular